There are a million reasons not to do things. Whenever you have an idea for something, whenever you want to plan anything, you have all the reasons in the world not to do it. You already have a secure job. Your family needs you and you can't take a risk. You're sick. Whatever the reasons are, I can come up with 1,000 reasons not to do anything. At the end of the day, you have to categorize yourself as one of two people. You're a problem solver or you're a problem creator. There's no in between. So you're either going to look at a problem, and your problem today might be, I'm not saving enough, I don't have enough, I want to be much wealthier in the future. What's your solution? The fact that you're watching this video already is a great start, because you're sitting there saying, hey, there's something out there that I don't know. Let me go see if I can learn it. But if you're going to stop here and not go to the next step, all you've done is create another problem. By perpetuating your previous problem, you're creating the same problem again, over and over again. You can solve the problem or you can create a problem. Excuses are one of my big pet peeves, because I actually wasn't born in the United States. Most of us have been born in the United States. That alone puts us in the top 2% of the world in terms of opportunity. And even if you're born in the worst parts of the United States, you're still born in the freest country with the most opportunity out of anybody. We came here in 1984. My parents had $3,000 in their pocket, but luckily they were fortunate enough to be doctors. And still, for the first few years, there was a struggle. My father made sacrifices. His first job, he had two first job offers, $18,000 a year and $40,000 a year. He took the $18,000 one because he thought that was going to lead to more opportunities down the road financially, and he was right. But in this country, how many people actually would do that? All you're doing is creating a problem by not doing that. You're sitting there saying, I can't do that because I need to pay my bills today, so I need to take the $40,000 a year job. We still managed. Yeah, it was 1984, so $18,000 a year was still like $40,000 today, but that's not a lot of money with a wife and two kids. My mom was a doctor, but she didn't work. You have to be able to sit there and differentiate how much of this is on you versus other people. And we're trying to get you to realize at the end of the day, there's personal accountability with everything you do. Just like if you're successful, I want you to pat yourself on the back. But if you're not successful, you need to sit there and be okay calling yourself out. I always say that one of the most freeing things in the world for me was when I finally started to realize that everything I did was on me, good and bad. Even the bad things that happened were on me. Even if I didn't directly cause it, it was under my eye, it's on me. I have 17 businesses, 13 or 14 business partners, and 60 or 70 employees. When they make a mistake, it's on me. Because when they succeed, it's also on me. Because I give them the tools to do that. The same thing with you in your life. You have the chance to turn off your computer right now. You have the chance of ignoring everything right now. You have the opportunity to do a million things other than what you're doing right now. If you choose to continue on one step at a time, it will lead to less excuses, it'll lead to problem solving, and it'll lead to more wealth. It'll lead to learning that picture that we're gonna paint for you, and that puzzle that's gonna be put together that's gonna lead to long-term wealth. The second you stop that, it's over. You have to start from scratch again, or because you're gonna keep redoing it every single way, because you're probably gonna look for a shortcut. There are no shortcuts. Just hold yourself accountable. You can't deposit excuses, so stop making them. Just sit there and say, what's my excuse right now? Get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Whatever the excuse is, I don't have time. You'll never have time. We always are busy. Everyone in this world is busy. It's just that people who don't get things done tend to talk about it more than others. They always say, if you want something done, ask a busy person. Same thing here. It's no coincidence that the most successful people in the world are just the ones that got things done. They don't make excuses and they just solve problems. Think about all the people you know that are very successful. Think about one or two of them that are very successful that you're jealous of. Do you hear them complain? Do you hear them giving you excuses? Do you hear them talking about, here's why I'm too busy to do something? If they're telling you that, the only reason they tell you they're too busy is because they don't want to do something. And they should work on that. But other than that, they're always the people who got things done. They manage their time the best. There's only 24 hours in a day for you or me. I don't have more time in the day than you do. You have the exact same amount of day. You can wake up earlier, you can wake up later. It's your decision. You have decisions to make, and I'm not going to criticize those decisions. However, you have to decide for yourself. If you have a reason you're not doing something, are you okay with not getting that account? If you're okay sitting there saying, like, you know what, Paul, this all sounds great, what you're saying, but I really don't have the time to commit to this thing because I've got 3 kids who are all in high school and I have the money to them. Great, but don't cry later when you don't have the real estate portfolio, you don't have the wealth being built. You had an opportunity and you chose not to take it. That is on you and only on you. In the end, you will only have excuses or you'll have results. Not both. One or the other. You get to decide which one it is.